Well, hi there. This is Tom. Let's see. This is another episode of Truth Be Told. Tonight, we will. I'm gonna tell you mm, about the boom booms, out at the cabin. I was living along the Coosa River with my wife and my daughter in a little cabin. Very cute, very rural. Um, Strange things happened around that cabin, just one of which I will explain right now. Uh, Not sure when it happened the first time, but it happened many times, and we would hear loud boom, and sometimes they always sounded like they were coming from the sky, and they always sounded like they were within quarter mile of the house, and sometimes directly over the house. Like, in your mind you can kind of tell what direction sounds are coming from, and sometimes you would sense, oh, that was right overhead. And it was during those overhead ones when the windows would shake and the dishes in our cabinets would rattle. That takes some force. And first time we heard it, we called the police to ask them what they thought was making all this noise, and they denied they denied it, which makes me think they know what it was, but they weren't willing to talk about it. They said, oh, it's definitely the mine, or the quarry rather, because there was a quarry nearby. And when I mean nearby, I'm talking like 7 or 8 miles away. So no. I know what a sound sounds like when it's coming from a long way away, and what it sounds like when it's directly overhead. And I had nearby neighbors, and they seemed to not be bothered by it at all, and had no curiosity as to what it was. Uh, that that's a little alarming to me. I don't even know why they wouldn't care, or why they would care so little about these fantastic booms. And so more about our location. At that cabin, if you've seen it, my past videos, you know that I've had some strange experiences at that cabin, like my satellite dish getting bent in half like a taco, and something that was killing my goats and not eating them, just leaving them there to die and leaving massive holes in them. And you can check that out. It's called Dog Man at the Cabin. It's that episode if you want to look it up. And aside from that, we would have flyovers of small armadas of military helicopters, like war choppers, fighter copters, cargo, the double prop cargo choppers. And they would fly low, like they were scanning the ground beneath, trying to find something. And Sorry, I keep reading all these texts that are coming in. Boo. And yeah, the nearby military base makes posts in the newspaper and online when they're going to be doing activities that will make noise so that people aren't scared like we were. And they hadn't made any posts for years because the base has been decommissioned. And yet there the booms are shaking the house. And this was along the Coosa River. I might have mentioned that, I'm not sure. But not sure what to make of it. You couldn't hear aircraft going over, so, I mean, aside from the choppers, but you couldn't hear supersonic aircraft flying over like jets. So that wasn't happening. I doubt that there were meteorites falling on our property that often. And they would have to be big to make a boom like that anyway. And this would happen. And sometimes once they got going, there would be 4, 5, 6, sometimes more over the course of an hour. Sometimes they go on for half a day, just randomly popping off. And we gave up trying to figure out what it was. You know, nobody was talking. But, you know, there was a military presence there. They were flying over for some reason, so I think they know what was making the booms and that they were trying to either catch the thing that was making them or that they were doing something that was making them themselves and not sharing because it was classified or, you know, too much for the public to know about. But yeah. Now we do have this phenomenon in Alabama called the Alabama booms. Not to be confused with the sky horns that you will see on YouTube sometimes. It sounds like, you know, a horn being played through the sky, very loud. Not that. This is a solid boom, you know. Shake your windows, and I mean, it would shake my bed while I was laying in it. I'd feel the thing go boop. That's a lot. That's too much, man. That's too much. But yeah, boom time at the cabin. I guess I'll call that. I'll call this episode Boom Time. Cause yeah, if any, you know, as usual, if anybody has any ideas that, you know, go about the situation in a way that I haven't already discussed, then feel free to share your thoughts. I would love to hear what you have to say. And yeah, that's all I know. Boom, boom. Night, y'all. Much love. Peace be with you wherever you find yourself.